Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Ginny Barrow. At Executive Bound on Fridays, I try to make it a very light day, and I do a lot of my paperwork and admin and try to catch up with things that I've been putting off throughout the week. And as I was replying to different emails that I'm receiving from some of my partners, I began to think about, my goodness, a year ago, 12 months ago, I was feeling petrified to reach out to partners and to share the free trainings that I offer so that they can offer those trainings to their community at their companies. There was a crunchiness inside of me that felt that I was imposing, that I was being pushy. And it has taken me a while to get comfortable feeling uncomfortable and taking action anyway. And that's what I want to talk about in today's training. How does it look like for you to take action even when you feel uncomfortable about what the action entails? For me, taking action when I feel uncomfortable helps me to achieve my dream. My dream is to reach my full potential and to help my son Kyle and my clients achieve theirs. And I know that sounds very lofty, and it's my why. That's the reason why I get up and I do this every single day. I remember also when I wasn't comfortable shooting videos, and it was cringy for me to even think about sitting here and talking to my computer and shooting these videos for my community. And over time, it has become part of my system. I do this every single day, just about. And so that was something that I feel very uncomfortable about. And I have gotten much, much comfortable and even feel that it's necessary for me to connect with you and to share my knowledge and my insights and let you know what we're about at Executive Bound. And every year, when I reflect on what went really well and what am I doing for the next 12 months, and as I do my assessment throughout the year to make sure that I'm on track, I realize that it's those times when I've taken uncomfortable action and done things out of my comfort zone that we grow the most, that I personally and professionally grow the most. And this isn't only about work. This also applies to my personal life. When I had faced struggles in my personal life, especially my romantic relationships, I have taken steps out of my comfort zone by hiring a relationship coach who can support me and help me work through those rough patches and understand myself better, understand my purpose in relationship better, and tackle the challenges that I faced in relationships. And it's not a sign of Ginny can't figure it out on her own, is that I don't want to do it by myself, number one. And number two, sometimes it's difficult to see your own blind spots. A coach, like my relationship coach, supports me in seeing and reflecting back to me what she sees that I may not be able to notice. And that supports me tremendously. And so I'm so grateful that I stepped out of my comfort zone and hired a relationship coach to help me in my relationships. And it has been transformative. I would say that in the last 2 to 3 years, doing this intentionally, I have made great strides personally. And I feel much different and much more empowered about how I'm showing up to my relationships and how I'm owning my value and how I am owning my voice, which is something that many of us women struggle with, to actually speak our truth in a relationship. And so that's another area that I have tackled that has given me tremendous rewards. What about you as it relates to your career, your finances, your environment, your home, your growth professionally and personally, your relationships? How is it going? How would stepping out of your comfort zone look like for you? And how can it support you in your career? If we go back to the talk about career and your success in business, This year, one of the biggest leaps I've decided to make is to begin to intentionally build partnerships with people who have access to the organizations that I know I can support by helping to develop their female leaders and their leaders. And we're not competing. That's why we can do partnerships. We are offering complementary services. And so that is something that I've been very intentional about because it's a great way to get introduced to. By the way, this is Bruce. Those of you who aren't watching the video but listening, this is Bruce Barrow right here. Welcome to the Executive Bound community, Bruce. And it is something that we need to realize, like, what am I afraid of? What is giving me resistance as it relates to building these partnerships, about stepping out of my comfort zone in whatever area you choose to focus on. And so with this training, I want to encourage you to reflect on what areas of my life am I struggling with? That's the number one question. The second question is, how would it support me to step out of my comfort zone and do something that may feel different than what I'm used to? And it will also help me move forward, make progress, move the needle in this particular area. And then the third question is, what kind of support would you need to step out of your comfort zone? And that's what I call building your net. It's very hard for us to take a leap when we know we don't have a net. So your support system, the people that you enlist and enroll to support you as you step out of your comfort zone, become your net. And that net is somebody who has expertise, somebody who knows, has been through this experience, or who has the professional knowledge to support you in reaching your goals. For me, also, stepping out of my comfort zone has meant hiring a company to help me reach out to companies and connect with the right individuals at those companies who can be decision makers around bringing in talent development for their leaders. And that was a huge stretch out of my comfort zone because it was a financial investment, a substantial monthly financial investment, and there was no guarantee that it would work, right? This is all experimental. And so for you, when you think about doing something that's going to be impactful and significant in your life, you think about the investment that you're going to make this happen, to get the support that you need. Also think and assess, what will be the reward? What will be the benefit? How would my life, my career, my well-being, my business be different when I actually take this action? And you will figure out that, my goodness, I am leaving all that on the table when I don't have the courage and the boldness, the fearlessness to take a step, to move forward, to try. And there is no such thing as trying in my mind. When you're doing it, you're doing it. And all you're going to get is the result. The result may be what you want or what you don't want. If we get what we don't want, we tweak it and we try again. We learn from that experience. I've also encountered situations where some of the people that I'm interacting with may have a fixed mindset around investing in themselves and stepping out of their comfort zone. And there's a lot of resistance. And the resistance is coming from a place of, it just feels very comfortable when you know what you're doing and you continue to do that, even though you're not getting the results that you necessarily want to see. And it's very difficult also to own that you're not doing your best because you are staying small, and you will justify why you're not doing your best. And you will say, but I'm working so hard, I just don't want to do that other thing. And so here's what I want to share about that. we're not going to have a growth mindset in every area of our lives. We're not. Sometimes our mindset is kind of fixed, like, things are not going to change. This is who I am. And if you're thinking that way, that's okay. Give yourself grace, and also notice that that way of thinking is also going to keep you stuck. And if you're not happy with the results that you're getting, it's the fixed mindset around the topic where you feel stuck. And unless we have the courage to acknowledge that we are feeling stuck and that we are thinking with a fixed mindset around a specific topic, unless we have the courage to own that, that will continue to happen. And by the way, I'm so glad that those of you watching the video can see how my little Shih Tzu dog has taken over the screen. He's now with his face fully on the camera, and you can see all of his facial hair. And he is a piece of joy. So with that, I'm going to end this training and ask you again to go through those 3 questions and assess for yourself what would be the benefit of stepping out of your comfort zone. How could you truly take yourself to a whole new level by embracing this activity, this action that you've been hesitating to, and who can support you along the way to do that? What will be the benefits of doing that? And anchor in that, my friends. And so with that, I just want to say that we're all work in progress. This is not something that we all have figured out. We are all trying to do our best. And when we show up for each other and support each other along the way, it makes that so much more enjoyable. It makes us really connect with each other and create a sense of connection and belonging that many of us are lacking. And so if you need support in doing any of this, you can always reach out to me at callwithginny.com. And if you want to check out our events that are happening, many of them are complimentary, visit executivebound.com/events. And if you happen to be listening to this before July 10th, we invite you to join us at the Women's Fearless Leaders Challenge happening the week of July 10th. And it will be a complimentary training where you can sample what it's like to be part of our community. And you can find out more about the challenge and sign up before we limit our seating, given the fact that we want to make sure everybody has a quality experience. You can visit fearlessleaderschallenge.com to register and save your seat. All right, I'll see you soon. Live with purpose, live with joy. Bye.